Hello everyone, I'm Eric from Sports 365, here with me once again is my colleague Alex. So, Arsenal's back in action recently, hosting Fulham at the Emirates. Fortunately, Arsenal dropped points this time in a 2-2 draw. Pretty frustrating, especially since this is a game I really felt Arsenal should have won, especially when you look at the statistics. So definitely a frustrating result. So what are your thoughts on this result?
Yeah, I agree. Very frustrating to drop points against Fulham.
Yeah, I think especially at home, it doesn't feel like a match in which Arsenal should be dropping points. Fulham are pretty good, but shouldn't really be taking points off Arsenal, especially at home. So yeah. So it's definitely frustrating. So, in terms of the defense, not great. You look at the stats, only 3 shots allowed on target, doesn't look too bad, but conceding 2 goals from that. Goal in the first minute, so obviously worst possible start. Then see another goal in the 87th minute when Fulham were down to 10 men. Really not very happy with Arsenal's defense in this one. I think more mistakes and playing part at right back is just something that needs to end immediately. I'm getting really frustrated that Arteta keeps sticking with that, even though it clearly doesn't work. So yeah, our defense definitely subpar in this match. So what are your thoughts on Arsenal's defense in this match?
Yeah, I agree. Our defense wasn't good enough as a whole, and I totally agree. Party at right back specifically, it just doesn't really work. He's just badly out of position, and I hope Arteta stops doing that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's frustrating at several levels. I think, obviously made some mistakes as far as goals go, and those need to be cut out immediately. And also, like I already covered, party right back is an experiment and it failed, so it needs to end now. Probably means that Arsenal will have to shift the formation, maybe to a back 3 and have 4 in midfield and play a 3-4-3 or something. But the party right back thing needs to stop immediately. Now, in terms of Arsenal's midfield, I think it's actually quite good. Created a bunch of chances and dominated possession 71%, 29%. Through that, Arsenal were able to actually get a total of 10 shots on target, but only scored 2 of them. But I think the midfield was certainly doing its job, and I think they're really mostly to blame for the draw. I think that was really down to the defense. So, what are your thoughts on Arsenal's midfield in this match against Fulham?
Yeah, I agree. Overall, our midfield played pretty well and created a lot of chances for our forwards. So you can't really fault the midfield for the draw.
Yeah, I think there's a number of talking points. I think Havertz's performance has been divisive. I think, good way to put it. I think overall he's still played well. I mean, he's been defending really well and working really hard and winning a lot of duels. He hasn't scored or got an assist yet, but I think when you evaluate him as a midfielder rather than as a forward, as a lot of people seem to do, I think he's doing well. Rice has been really good, and so is Odegaard. So I can't really find too much fault in the midfield. I think all of them played pretty well, and then Fabio Vieira came on and played really well. Also, got the assist for Nketiah's goal and won the penalty. which really should have been enough to see Arsenal get all 3 points. But yeah, definitely good performances from the midfield overall. Now, in terms of the attack, like I said, got a lot of chances, got shots on target, but just not anywhere near clinical enough. When you get double digits in terms of shots on target, you should end up with more than 2 goals. Really have to be more clinical in attack moving forward. So, what are your thoughts on Arsenal's attack in this game?
Yeah, to score only 2 goals from 10 shots on target isn't good enough. We definitely have to be more clinical because we have to be winning matches like this.
Yeah. I mean, Fulham aren't even really that great defensively, to be honest, and had plenty of opportunities. They just weren't put in the way, and we need to start doing that. I think Jesus coming back soon will help with that. But yeah, overall, just have to be more clinical to continue winning matches. And for Arsenal to get where they want to be, you can't really afford to be dropping many points at all. This match against Fulham is probably the only time that Arsenal can really afford to drop points for a while. So have to be more clinical. So attack was not the best. Really needed to finish off chances better. Now, in terms of man of the match, there were a number of candidates, but I think Fabio Vieira deserves it. Played really well. As I said, got the assist for Nketiah's goal, won the penalty. So he really made an impact. Of course, I'm sure he was frustrated that impact didn't lead to a win, as it really should have. But he played really well. So, what are your thoughts on man of the match for Arsenal in this game?
Yeah, I agree. I think Fabio Vieira deserves it. It's good to see him playing well because he struggled in some of his other performances, but he played quite well against Fulham.
Yeah, I think Fabio Vieira was a little bit disappointed in his first season with Arsenal, but obviously adapting to a whole new system, whole new league, new manager, of course, new teammates. It's a lot to do, and I think we're starting to see Fabio Vieira really come to his own at the club. He's been playing better and certainly played very well against Fulham. So hopefully he continues that positive form forward. But definitely deserving of man of the match this time. Now, in terms of managing for Arteta, it's not going to be that great. I was going back and forth, but I gave him a 7 this time. I think the party at right back stuff is really weighing down that score. It's just something that needs to end. And obviously Arsenal wasn't clinical enough in terms of finishing the chances, and the defense wasn't great at all, especially getting caught out so early for the first goal, which would never happen. So 7 out of 10 measuring for Arteta. I think he definitely could have done a better job. So what are your thoughts on the manager rating?
Yeah, I think you're being a little too generous. I think I would give Arteta a 6 out of 10, mostly because of playing Partey at right back, just because at this point it's clear that it doesn't work. It was already clear before this match, but Arteta still did it again. So I think 6 out of 10 is the best I could give him.
Yeah, and either way, I think definitely needs to end that experiment, and needs to start integrating the pieces better. Well, there you have it. That's it for now. Definitely a frustrating result for Arsenal. Hopefully Arsenal play a lot better in the next match.